Week 5, a broken week, but Halloween, All Saints and All Souls Day is over. That midweek weekend. Okay, let's get to work here. So we've got our eggs, we've got Joseph, and we got, oh, this is just so rude, Ken. Time to eat, guys. We just had a young fellow walk over here from the basketball court.
Yeah, and he asked me, how much did they pay you? I said, what? He said, how much did they pay you? He thought I was like the laundry woman. I was laughing. And I said, no, this is our house. And he said, okay, you own the house. Where's the Americano? And I said, Americano? He's not Americano. He's not from the US. You know, all of you guys, when you see a white person, you only say, you know, Americano or Joe. You didn't know any other country in the world.
Yeah, anyway, that was kind of cute and fun. I was fighting with the water line up front. But the kid came over. You know what? He's looking for work. He's trying to see where he might be able to get some work. So, yes, the net result is we've given him a day's worth of work. Told him to go find a buddy, and they can cut up all that tree tomorrow. There we go. How much is he getting paid at the market, Lynn?
200.
For 8 hours?
Yeah.
200 pesos for 8 hours at the market, guys. Now you know why Lynn's family fights so hard to get the education, and I think they're being a little anal retentive about how high the education is, but the competition level is pretty high.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, just a little short on my maid. I've got a housekeeper.
Made in the Philippines.
Made in the Philippines. There we go. All goofing aside, breakfast was good. Okay. We got more gravel and sand, or as I would call it, gravel and stone. Just depends on what foot you're standing on, right? Okay, so the pour is going like crazy here. They had to go in and they cleaned up some of the rebar. They've hosed it all off, make sure there's no mud on it, and then put some stone underneath you might be able to see one here. Let's see if I can get that. And then they used a piece of stone to raise it. As we look at the progress of the driveway here, I have to say, one of the things that we kind of discovered in all of this hiring process and such was first, again, can't say it enough, a big shout out to Mary Lou and Uli, who went through the process of weaning out the good and the bad, putting the good to the good side and the bad to the bad side. Kudos to Lynn again, guys. I can't say it enough. Boy, she figured this all out. It's really been a blessing. And before I get on to more talk here, I had to come down and fix our water connections here. When we were limbing the trees off the side here, one of the guys nicked the line. Okay, so Lynn was just talking to the crew to remind them that if they want to do a mix right here, just do it here. We probably need 3 locations set up anyway. But then they rightly pointed out that they would have to lay down, you know, a bag of concrete and mix, and then let it harden on the ground first so they don't pull up all the grass and the black soil and stuff like that. So just so you know. Anyway, but eventually I can easily see where they're going to have to do it anyway. Interesting clouds today. Very streaky. So when you start to think about typhoon season and such in the Philippines, guys, don't sweat it. There's lots of holes. Lots of holes with nice days. And really, other than one day with 2 periods in that day where it really came down for about a half an hour. It really wasn't that bad. Now, my caveat here, when I keep saying meh to typhoons, location, location, location. If you find that that thing is going to hit you square on, or it's going to come close to you, just get the hell out of Dodge. Just leave. Take yourself a holiday. Yeah, that's what we do. That's what we do. We just get out of the way because there's a lot of nice days out there and there's always friends to go visit. Let's give you a little bit more of an update here as to where we're at. I got told, put your hat on. It's okay to burn the shoulders though, apparently. But it is one of the reasons I grew my hair longer was so that, because I was shaving it down right to the nut. But under this intense sun, can't be doing that. Okay, we're going to go off and see about PLDT. They're going to run a fiber to our place. We told them, and we told Bogo Cable, which is also fiber optic. Whoever gets here first wins, because the price is exactly the same. Let's go see where the box is. Okay, so that's Bogo Cable up there. But this apparently is PLDT. They've strapped themselves to a light pole here. So that'll be interesting. Anyway, it looks like they're going to take a shot through the cemetery and over to our place. So let's see how it ended up. Yes, guys, that is real. Apparently unclaimed bodies. Well, maybe. I mean, as a whole, at least half a dozen families here. Hey, biga. That's so different. I wasn't ready for that when I walked through. Oh, there we go. More. Lynn was freaking out because she just saw that I had moved the laundry out to that cow patty. She thought it rolled by the wind. Okay, so the PLDT guys are still hard at it. Looked like they took half the afternoon off, actually. Guys are welding still down there. Let's see where we got to with concrete. Okay, it looks like they've got roughly half the house done. And so this is the halfway point. And yeah, so Joseph's still doing some tack, but I think that's almost it. Almost. So the guys are set up down at this end now, so I'll keep out of their way. They're going to start mixing at the front. Hey, Victor. Rosindo is tying up the fence there. We had to make it clear, guys, it was frustrating because that typhoon was coming. The guys wanted to get out of the way, get home, all that kind of thing. And then they left all the tarps up and everything. Now, we had read the riot act to them once before, and they ignored it. So Lynn made it very clear. You guys start before the end of the day. Not as an excuse not to do work, but just to get this stuff done. At the end of the day, that's our only opportunity. 1 hour of daylight to be able to get down and get parts. Like we ran out of welding rod at lunch. I wasn't forceful enough, I guess, with all the different people. Like we've got 3 bassoon. I should have been paying attention. Want to make sure the guys are okay with sand and gravel. That's the major project that's happening. Then we ran out of welding rod. So the emergency ones that I had left inside our guest house, Joseph had already taken them. I But I said to him, why did you take him? You're supposed to tell me when you take him so that I can go get more. Oh, sorry, sir. And then Lynn gave him the snarly look. So instead of laughing that time, he he did not laugh. There, the tide is way out. I hope that shows up, but there's a spit of land that comes out there. We talked to Eddie, he's one of our crew, about this guy that came by and said that, oh good, you know, called Lynn a maid. That was kind of cheeky and fun. Anyway, that fellow didn't show up, but the fellow he was going to come with, he came by to find out what the work was, and we said, you know, if you're ready, you can bring your buddy, at least you showed up. And he said, oh no, I won't bring him, sir. I guess he's always looking for work, but he's looking for the easy work. So anyway, a friend of his is going to come with him. And if these two guys work out, I will keep them for the rest of the week and they can dig out the rest of that driveway. Our, what they call bara, which is just a big, huge chunk of rebar. I don't even know what the size of that would be. Oh, maybe 3/4 of an inch, maybe. Anyway, used steel, used ends, they all become these bars to shove into the ground and pry the soil up. Joseph has got all of the house verticals done. He's just working on the front deck verticals. So he'll have that done tomorrow, and they'll have this pour finished tomorrow too, because I want that driveway done. I'm going to get an update. There are these two fellows. He doesn't want to be on camera. These are our PLDT guys, and they're wiring up our fiber optic connection. Cool.